Alright guys, a little weather update for you. We're over here in Walnut Springs. I'll try to speak loud because it is windy out there today. Geez, if you're outside, I hope that you're flying a kite or something, or don't blow away, because we have about 20 mile per hour winds right now. And that's due to that low pressure that came through the other day that caused all that rain and that possible severe weather. Is now sitting over the ocean. And as it spins counterclockwise this way, we're getting the top half of that wind coming through our way. And what makes it so strong is up in the north part of the country, they're experiencing a high pressure, right? And that spins clockwise. Now, it's not the spinning that really causes all the high wind, but rather the gradient between the high and low pressure causes the winds to flow a lot stronger from that high pressure down towards low pressure. So right now we have about 20 mile per hour winds. Over on the east coast of Florida, around the Space Coast, they have a little bit higher, 25, 30 mile per hour winds. They're also experiencing some high waves right now. And also the Bahamas is experiencing some crazy high waves as well, which is very unusual for that area. You know, it's normally nice and gentle over in the Caribbean Sea, but but the significant wave height is from 6 to 9 feet right now. That is crazy. Now, the significant wave height is when they take the average of 1/3 of every wave. So they can even experience higher swells or smaller swells, so take that with a grain of salt. Now tomorrow, it's still going to be quite breezy as that low makes its way farther into the ocean. We can expect maybe about 10 mile per hour winds tomorrow. So again, it will probably be another day to go fly a kite or something, but it won't blow away quite as much. So one thing that we can experience this week coming up is a high pressure is going to sit in over South Carolina and North Georgia, and that's going to create again a clockwise rotation, and it's going to have some ridging associated with that high pressure. It's going to create stable, clear conditions just like we're experiencing right now. So if you look up into the sky, you can see there's not a cloud in the sky, and it's absolutely beautiful. And the temperatures are going to be in probably the high 60s, low 70s for the highs, and it's going to be in the high 50s, low 60s for the lows. And that's going to carry on pretty much throughout the whole week. One thing to point out is that over on the west coast, huge atmospheric river conditions. Okay, California is experiencing some crazy flooding right now. I've seen some cars floating, some houses were even sliding down the hills with some mudslides. Bless the people out there. I'm feeling, my heart goes out, but I hope everybody's doing okay over on the west coast. But that low is going to come over in through the four corners, and they're expecting somewhere around 18 inches of snow on average. 12 inches up to almost 2 feet in the higher elevations. That's absolutely crazy. So if you're into skiing, it'd be a good time to do that, but just be careful because, the snows also bring some icy road conditions as well. Now, once that low makes its way across into the central part of the country, plains, it's going to have more of a north heading to it, and it's going to create some moisture and a lot of rain all the way through the central plains. Now, once it makes its way east, we're just going to get the tail end of that low. So we'll have a mild front, probably in the north part of the state, and it's going to have a little bit of moisture associated with it. And that's not going to happen until Sunday of this week coming up, late Sunday, early Monday morning. Very similar to what we had this week in the past as well. So it's going to be a little bit of showers, but nothing too crazy to write home about. Alright guys, well that was your little weather update. Thanks for coming along.